and there's a lot of hot takes out there, but I think, and I say this humbly, I don't mean this arrogantly, but I believe that more than most, frankly, more than Jimmy Dore, more than Kyle Kalinske, more than Jank of TYT, more than most of them, have an insight into why the progressive movement is losing more than most, even in independent media. Not because I'm smarter than them, not because I'm better than them, not because they're not smart, but because thanks to you, and before you, TYT, when I was there, I've had the good fortune of going around the country on the ground and actually speaking with people. I've had the good fortune, at this point, I've been to at least 40 of the 50 states. At this point, I have interviewed probably 3,000 to 5,000 people, mostly working class, struggling people. And I've interviewed a lot of older people too, age 50 and above. Before I get to this conversation, I want to show you a graphic that I think tells the whole story, honestly. This is Michigan last night, folks. Who do you think is the candidate on the right, and who do you think is the candidate on the left? Bernie Sanders and the progressive movement are the movement for people under the age of 50. And I want to be clear. Because I know this triggers some people. I understand there are a whole lot of people over the age of 50 that are progressive. I understand there are a whole lot of people, including Status Coup members, Status Coup viewers, that are progressive, that support Bernie Sanders and are as enlightened are enlightened politically. Unfortunately, your fellow boomers are not, and that's just the data. So when I start talking about this, I don't want you personally, if you're watching and over the age of 50, I don't want you to think I'm attacking you. But the data is the data. 18 to 24, it's not even a contest. 25 to 29, it's not even a contest. 30 to 39, not even a contest. 40 to 49, a little bit closer, still a healthy margin. Look at age 50 and over. Look at age 65 and over. The boomers of this country are the ones, ironically, the boomers who have benefited the most from the New Deal. The boomers who have benefited the most from the very policies that Bernie Sanders is trying to revive. The boomers that have benefited the most from environmental regulations back in the 1940s, 50s, and 60s. The boomers that have benefited the most from strong labor protections of the 1940s, 50s, 60s, early 70s. The boomers that have benefited the most from free public college universities. When healthcare wasn't insanely expensive decades ago. Basically, the very boomers that have benefited from the policies that Bernie Sanders is trying to revive and basically extend the New Deal are the ones that have been brainwashed to think they're either not possible anymore or they're an electoral loser. Those are the people that have been brainwashed. And when I say brainwashed, I actually mean brainwashed. You want to know why? Do you think it's a coincidence? Do you think this graph, and by the way, this Michigan number last night, where Bernie cleaned up under 50, got crushed over 50? It's pretty similar around the country. Look at age over 50. Guess what the average viewer age is in cable news. This is from 2017. In 2017, CNN's median age was 60. Their medium age viewer was 60. I'm not trying to be an ageist. I'm telling you the facts. The median, the middle age for somebody who watched CNN 2 years ago was 60 years old. Fox, 65.
Remember Tisha.
63 for MSNBC in 2016. Well, if that's the medium, meaning the middle, do you wonder why they're supporting Joe Biden? You can knock on doors all day long. The problem is, when you're gone, a lot of those people are turning on the television to CNN and MSNBC. A lot of those people are turning on their laptops or whatever to the New York Times and the Washington Post. The corporate media and the propaganda that comes from the corporate media is being fed to them. It's a steady diet. I won't name names, but there's people in my life, both on the right, my father, well, I will name names, my father, watches Fox News like it's religion, and he is brainwashed. Okay? Other people in my life watch MSNBC till they're blue in the face, CNN till they're blue in the face, and they're brainwashed too. And these are not stupid people, by the way. There's a difference between being brainwashed because you are being fed propaganda nonstop and intelligence. A lot of these people are intelligent. But the problem is, human psychology, if you are continually fed something called a narrative 24/7, and in this case, we know what the narrative was. Hope you enjoyed that last video. Hop on over to statuscoup.com where you can sign up for our email list and become a member for as low as $5 to $10 a month. Membership is how we grow. That's statuscoup.com/join. And remember, join our email list so we can grow the revolution with you.